All right. All right, I think we're on the air now. All right, very good. We're on YouTube, Google Hangouts, and Meerkat all at the same time here. This is a first for me. I tried getting the Periscope going too, but I couldn't get that going on the iPad, so we're going to do Periscope next time. But anyhow, welcome everybody, and this is kind of an intro to adult coloring books. Very fast-growing trend, and I just published my first coloring book. Here, I'll show you guys. This is 50 mandalas, and if you're not familiar with mandalas, they go back thousands of years to ancient Tibet, and they are basically nice designs that they used to make with grains of sand. And they blew away the grains of sand, and they started over and made new ones. But this is actually pretty cool. This is 50 different designs in here. And I'm going to switch the cameras around and show you guys. Let's see. All right. And we're going to do a little demo here. Here we get the cameras all set up. Whoa. Multitasking. Okay. See, we're in the frame, both of them now. Okay. Get our cameras positioned right. And I'm going to show you guys what this is all about. Okay. 50 Mandalas to Color Your Stress Away by Charles Orlick. And you can get this book on Amazon delivered direct at coloringforgrownups.net. No out of stocks. We print them up on demand as needed around the world. You'll have it within a couple days, free prime shipping. That's coloringforgrownups.net. Here's the book. Paperback. And we have a good 50 designs here. Here's a couple that are done. Actually, one of my nieces did this one. Not just for grown-ups, kids can do it too. It's a lot of fun. But it definitely is an amazing trend right now with adults doing coloring books. And it's a great stress reliever. It's a great way to unplug from technology if you're constantly on the cell phone, your tablet, your laptop. You know, a lot of people, they're at their job 8 hours a day on a computer. Then they come home and they use their computer, their smartphone, their tablet. You know, and it's just, you know, it's kind of crazy. You know, everybody does that for hours upon hours a day. And this is really just getting back to basics and having fun. And the mandalas are really easy to do. You know, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You know, this one has a heart in the middle. Obviously, you probably want to color the heart red. But most mandalas is basically you just do whatever you want. There's no right or wrong way to do anything. There's some adult coloring books out there that are more difficult, I think. You know, that one, that million seller, Enchanted Forest and things like that. I mean, they're animals and they have all these different patterns going through the animal and through the trees and all that. And I find those just a little bit over the top. You know, this is really getting back to basics. There's no right or wrong way to color these in. You can do it any way you want. There's tons of them in here. And some of them in this copy I've colored in already for other demos and just have some people try them out. But we're going to pick something here to do. Show you how easy it is. Let me find something that's not too nutty. Now this book has everything simple. It's a blend between simple, like this is a very simple one. They're getting more complex over here. Some stars in there in that one. I got some Really, really, a couple complex ones. I don't want to drive anybody too nuts about it in the first place. I mean, that's about as complex as we get in here. Some nice designs. And they're all different bunch of shapes and combinations of shapes. So you can do whatever you want. You know, there's no right or wrong way. You can use whatever colors you want. You can, you know, it's going to color in some of these here. I'm just going to show you how it is. See, I like to use markers. And you can also use colored pencils. You could use colored pens. I know some people that use watercolors to do these. And the watercolors, if you're using watercolors or markers, I suggest you put another piece of paper underneath the page you're working on. So, because the markers especially might bleed through a little bit. But this book is great because it's only every other page do you have the drawings. I don't have them back to back. So you're not going to ruin any of yours on the other page. That's the standard with coloring books. So we got the little petal-shaped objects in the center. And you can make all your petals the same color. You can do every 3, every 2, every 4 the same color. You know, it really doesn't matter. It's just a way to decompress and de-stress after a long day. And you know, people of all ages like to do this. You know, it's senior citizens. I've even read an article today that people with Alzheimer's are really liking adult coloring books. It gets their brain stimulated a little bit, and you know, maybe it can help them a lot using their brain to just do simple things like this. And you know, you don't have to be a professional artist to do this. This is just going back to what you did growing up, basically, and it's just entertaining yourself and relieving stress as an adult. So it really is a lot of fun, you know. And I could see why it's really catching on, because they're selling literally tens of thousands, if not millions, of these books. And my first book just came out. It's doing really well so far. And there's so many other ones out there too. And it's just the whole craze in general. People just can't get enough of these adult coloring books. And I can see why. It's so much fun. You know, it's really cool. So if you want, you can go and get this entire collection. I have 50 great mandalas in this book. And my name is Charles Orlik. O-R-L-I-K is the name. I'm the publisher and illustrator of this book as well. And you can get this delivered directly to you from Amazon in 2 days with free Prime shipping. It's $9.99. It's for sale, $9.99 US, but this is for sale around the world, everywhere where Amazon is. So you can get this right away. There's going to be no out of stocks. I know with the Enchanted Forest and all those other ones that those big publishers are putting out, they do limited runs and they sell out. When they sell out, they sell out. We print these to order every couple of days in several cities around the world. 4 places in the USA that I know of. They are printed and shipped on demand by Amazon. So there are no out of stocks. So I'm going to get this. You're going to get this book in a couple of days, regardless, and you won't have to deal with any out of stocks or anything like that. So I'm just coloring this in here, and yeah, you might get a little writer's cramp, but hey, it's an adult coloring book. We're adults. We're not little kids anymore. A little carpal tunnel, yeah, you might get a little carpal tunnel, but yeah, pick something with a comfortable grip if you can. And so I did my blue section here. If you go outside the lines a little bit, no big deal. Nobody's gonna Nobody's gonna matter. It's all about the relaxation, stress relief after a long day. It's a lot of fun. And colors, they brighten you up. You know, it's not like you got to go to lessons to learn this. You just do it, and there's no learning curve. Just do whatever you want. Now I like to use these Crayola markers. They're actually pretty fine tip. And you can use Sharpies and stuff. Just make sure they're a finer tip. Because if they're too wide, you're not going to be able to get any intricate details in some of these more detailed mandalas. The mandalas are almost like they're actually the designs that you see in a lot of rugs and things like that as well. So, you know, you've probably seen mandalas in everyday life. You just really never knew it. Alright, so we got those down. Now I have the alternating leaves. I'm going to try a little green in these guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Charles Orlick. That Twitter name is Charles Orlick, and the last name is O-R-L-I-K. Just follow me on Twitter, and you'll get updates and all a bunch of stuff. All right. We got our green in the inner leaves, and now I think I will make these green as well. And of course, you could use crayons too. You know, I'm not much of a crayon fan, but I've always liked markers, and markers have always been my favorite. But you can use whatever you want. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use colored pencils. My wife likes to use colored pencils on these things. I prefer markers. It's whatever you like the best you can use. You can even use watercolor paints. Yeah, just make sure you put another piece of paper under the page you're working on. A little newspaper, whatever. This is my first volume again. I'll show you the front cover in case you're joining us late. Adult Coloring Books, 50 Mandalas to Color Your Stress Away by Charles Orlick. Available on Amazon all around the world. In soft cover. And you can get a direct link to that at coloringforgrownups.net. And that'll be a direct link to that title on Amazon for your convenience. Coloringforgrownups.net. All right, we're doing our leaves here. Pretty simple little. This is one of the more simpler ones. I put all different strategies, different levels, might just say. You know, there are a few beginner mandalas in here. More of them are mostly intermediate. And there's a few expert ones. But I don't really get too nutty. I don't get too crazy with these. I've seen some of those Enchanted Forest books and other ones with the animals and the nature scenes, and they get just a little too detailed up for my taste. And I'm sure some of you really want something just a lot of fun like this and simple. And that's what I'm trying to bring here. I'm trying to bring something that pretty much anyone can do. You know, even my 11-year-old niece could do this too, and she did one. She had a lot of fun. So it's not just for grown-ups. Kids can do this too, but it's mostly been the game backwards. It's been the adults have been coloring the children's coloring books. So we want to market this to adults because adults coloring books is the biggest market right now, but it's not limited to adults. Kids can do it, of course, too. Yeah. I would suggest older kids. I wouldn't say a 3 or 4-year-old would want to get this detailed, but older kids might find this a lot of fun too. But I'm going to come out with a simple book for kids as well, a simple mandala in the future. We're working on a few other ones as well right now. Okay. So you see that? We got that colored in. To make the center yellow. All right. With these little intricate triangles in the middle. Color these triangles in. Yeah, you might see these on Home Shopping Network. There's a company doing them on the Home Shopping Network, and they just sell out of them in 20 minutes on the air. So then you got to pay a lot of money for shipping and everything like that. And their books tend to be $12 to $15 or more. This is only $9.99 worldwide. $9.99 USA, and then comparable worldwide in your currency. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, which I highly suggest getting, the Prime is $99 a year, but that's good for the entire year. You're going to get free 2-day shipping from anything on Amazon. That's Prime shipping. But you're also going to get access to their video library. So you can watch movies and documentaries and some TV shows in their catalog, all for that price, free with Prime membership, as well as Amazon Music as well. So you could listen to a bunch of music and have access to that music, the movies, the videos, and 2-day shipping on almost everything on Amazon for $99 a year. And it's the greatest deal. You should definitely do it. So you can get pretty much everything you need through Amazon, which is definitely that biggest selection, probably the best prices you'll find anywhere on pretty much anything you need. They even got groceries now too. Amazon Prime Pantry, you can get a box of groceries for a flat shipping rate. Your canned goods, your things like that. And I thought it was really cool. It's really neat. I haven't used it yet, but these days I think I will. I could always just fill in a little more color over here. And I like to say, anybody out there has got a flea market that they do, you have a store that you like to sell this coloring book in, I can get you wholesale copies for a very good cost. And just send me a Twitter direct message at Charles Orlick, and I will get back to you. Just get me your number or your whatever information you want to share, email or your phone number, and where you are, what country, and we'll see if we can get them over to you. And these adult coloring books, great for anybody that's overworked, stuck in front of a computer all day at your job, you have a high-stress job, you don't want to come home and put the news on, you want to do something relaxing. So, what a great way to do it. Pull out one of these books, get a couple of them, one for your wife, one for your, ladies, get a few for your girlfriends, have a party, have some wine, put on some music. You know, it's so much fun. I mean, even if you're going out to karaoke at your local bar and you're looking for something to do in between your time getting up there, hey, bring one of these books along. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. We got a mandala done, and that's what it looks like when you're done. Whatever, you can do whatever color you want. Here's another one. My wife did this one. She did this one with, show you, it's colored pencils. She did that one, and it came out really nice. Some more intricate ones I've done on here, and it's got a great selection in this book. All different types. Keep you busy for hours. 50 different mandalas. Adult Coloring Books, 50 Mandalas to Color Your Stress Away by Charles Orlick. That's me. And let me just flip this around one more time. Okay. Here we go. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll show you the book one more time. 50 Mandalas to Color Your Stress Away by Charles Orlick. And it's available on coloringforgrownups.net. And that's a direct link to this book on Amazon. Softcover for only $9.99, free Prime shipping, and it's available worldwide in every country that Amazon's in that does the print books. This will get printed and shipped to you within a couple of days. After you order, you'll have it within a couple of days. No out of stocks. Amazon's got printing presses all around the world, and we're making sure these are ready for you. And you're not going to have to wait for it out of stock like these gigantic publishing houses, because Amazon's the greatest. And I work with them, so we will get this out to you right away. Put your order in. Coloringforgrownups.net. Order a couple for your family, your people overstressed, maybe a senior citizen. They love these things. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, they love it. Even people, older folks with Alzheimer's. And I read an article, this is really helpful for them. Get some little brain stimulation. And they enjoy it. It gives them something to do. It's great to go down to the beach. You could be just outside. Instead of spending hours looking at your cell phone or your tablet or just reading a bunch of silly articles by the mass media, you could just do something fun and simplify your life and unplug for a little bit, at least just a little bit. So check it out. Order it online now. It's coloringforgrownups.net. Direct link to Amazon. Have this to your door in a couple days. From Charles Orlick, my first book, Volume 2 coming out very shortly. Follow me on Twitter at Charles Orlick. That's O-R-L-I-K is the last name. Thanks a lot, guys. Have fun, and life's too short not to de-stress and have a little fun. So get this book and check it out. And I know you're going to love it. Take care.